see what we got. Go here. Let's do this. Up here. Oh, let's show my wife. Ha! She went live. I'm gonna have to delete that one. She's gonna hate that. Edit post. Let's delete that. Oh, I don't see a delete on it. She's gonna hate that. It's already got 8 shares or eight views. That's
Heck yeah.
hilarious. I don't see where this one's going live. Let's check YouTube.
I may have to get my dog and take her upstairs.
Let's see.
She don't settle down.
YouTube. Open feedback. Yeah,
I was down to talk to my doctor about
hey.
Ask your healthcare provider.
No, thank you. All right. Man, I wish I was more tech savvy.
I wish I was too. I'm going to have to start learning this stuff better or take some sort of online class or something, try to get more tech savvy.
She had no idea she was
videos.
recording.
That's about the best way to learn stuff, man. You can learn anything on YouTube.
So this
about
one,
anything. Let me see if I can find a better photo here. Give me 1 second.
oh man. Delete. There we go. I bet that's got me cussing. People are like, wow, you was cussing. Yeah, I was mad. Angry mad. So it's saying we're live. I don't see where on here
We don't like that one.
showing me as live. Let me try it on this one, see what we got here. Boom, boom.
Go back to this one.
Again, terrible when it comes to this stuff. Here we go. Okay, so it's here. Do this. Edit privacy. Make it public. I don't know why it always goes to only on friends. There we go. So that's what I was trying to do there. Oh man, always goes to only on friends. There we go. Now I'll turn that down. And go to YouTube on this one. And see what we got going on. Surely it's running. Good, glorious evening, brothers and sisters. We have no idea what we're doing here. But we are doing it. All right. There it is. All right. So they're both running, both YouTube and Facebook. So I want to introduce everyone to my brother Shane Francis here. He is an astrophotographer. He is collected quite a few awesome shots of the night sky and, as you can see here, the day sky. I'll put that up. This is the moon during the day.
Today, actually, yeah.
Go ahead, brother. Talk about what you got there.
Oh, no, go ahead. Okay. So this photo was taken today. It was just hanging out and noticed that the moon was out. Actually, it was out around 10 a.m., but I think I took these photos around 4 p.m. But I actually got banned from my lives on TikTok for showing the moon out during the day and kind of giving my version of why it looks like this. Because as you can see, we can completely see through half of the moon here. See, I don't know why it does that. Something's going on. It shouldn't be.
There we go.
Okay, this one. Now, see how it gets brighter?
Yeah.
There's something wrong here. There's something kind of glitch. It shouldn't be doing that. Dang it. I may have to stay on that one photo. But yeah, anyway, they ended my live and banned me until February 4th from going live again. And basically all I was doing was telling the truth. You know,
Yeah, they're
hate
not a big fan of
ideology.
that. They're
Huh?
not a big fan of that.
No, they're not. But yeah, everybody. For those of you that don't know or aren't following me, I'm on TikTok as David Shane 83. I've got a YouTube channel as well. You guys can subscribe to. It's David Shane Starman. Dang it, 68.
6428.
Huh?
6428.
6428. That's it.
Yeah,
David
we got it
Shane
right,
Starman 6428. I need
right at the
to
bottom
come
of the
up.
screen there. It should be running across.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. All right. I'm having some technical difficulties, as you can see. For some reason, whenever I try to open up an image or a photo, rather, these are actual photos. It's something's happening to the brightness and the exposure contrast here.
Ha, Brother Chad's watching. We need Brother Chad here now. He's a tech guru. He's part of the Geek
Yeah.
Squad. He could figure out what's going on with our technical
Yes.
issues.
Wonder if he knows why. Yeah, right here's where
8125
they.
SD Drive. Come on down. I guess I probably shouldn't give out the neighbor's address. Huh?
Okay.
What is an agency?
Oh wait, I know what's no.
That's beautiful
Okay.
right there, man.
That's beautiful. This was taken last night. This is the Orion Nebula. Took that last night. And right here's where they banned me. Took a screenshot of that.
You're showing pictures of the sky. That's amazing.
For showing pictures of the sky, isn't that something? And just telling my opinion about why.
One thing that I always wonder is, if we go out and look at the moon now, the craters are going to be black, right?
Yeah.
But you see it during the day, and the craters on the moon are the same color as the sky behind it, no matter what time. If it's dark, then it's black. If it's daytime, they're always blue. That's one of the things that always has amazed me. We'll blow that up. That.
Yeah.
That you
same
see
color as the sky, same shade of blue and everything.
Yeah. It's the sky that's around it, behind it, whatever. It's not in
There's a good
the
one.
vacuum of space.
Pretty close up right there. Zoom in on that a little bit.
So, how long have you had this telescope that you're working with?
Okay, this newest one, I got my first telescope a little over a year ago. This December made a year, so it's been 13 months since I got my first telescope. This last one, I've only had it about probably 6 months. I upgraded twice. I upgraded from my AstroMaster 114 EQ. It's just a entry level reflector telescope, but it's really, really good. I mean, I got some awesome footage with that thing. But then I upgraded to the Celestron Nexstar 6 SE, and I saw what a difference those 2 extra inches of aperture made. And I was like, man, I wish I would have just got the 8-inch, instead of the 6-inch. So I went ahead and upgraded again. And now I've got the Celestron Nexstar Evolution 8 SCT. They're phenomenal telescopes. It's got a computerized mount where I can locate and track over 100,000 different celestial objects.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. This telescope has such good resolution to it. I mean, it's got incredible contrast and resolution, a ton of detail, and the magnification, man, it's a beast. This is pretty much was captured with one of my weakest lenses. I was using a 32 millimeter lens, and that's my second weakest lens. The weakest lens I have is a 40 millimeter, and this was with a 32 right here.
Oh,
These
wow.
photos were, which I had a little bit of a digital zoom on that, but that's right there's how it looks through the eyepiece with a 32 millimeter
In your telescope itself, right?
in the telescope.
That's
Yep.
beautiful. So you were saying you also caught images of that green comet and what was that, Orion's nebula?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Let's take a look at. I need to open these from a different. Hold on a second. That one, for some reason, it's pulling these photos from the cloud, so it's a little bit pixelated. Or at least
Gotcha.
it looks like it to me. Let me pull it straight from my computer here. 1 second. Okay, yeah, it was pulling those from the cloud. Oh, I got some nice ones of Andromeda too. You want to see that?
Yeah. Yeah, anything you want to share right now, brother. This is all you, man. Show that stuff. Love looking at the firmament.
Look at this.
We don't do enough of it anymore. You know, that's one of the tricks of Satan is to fill the night with a 24-hour light cycle so that we don't look at what's going on above us.
Yep.
Don't look at the things in the sky anymore. And then they're trying to blot out most of the sky.
1 second here. Oh, here's the green comet. Let me get us a good one of those pulled up. Dude, see what it's doing? Man, I don't know what's going on here. It's ruining my image when I see what it's doing. Are you seeing that?
No, it's not even showing it up in the screen share anymore.
It's not?
No, the whole thing dropped out back over there.
That's weird. Let me see if I can get it back in here. Hold on. So is it back in?
Negative.
Anything?
Nothing.
Okay. Dang it. Let me figure out what happened here.
At least we caught the attention of a promotion bot on Twitch. That's awesome.
I did?
Yeah, it says, "Hi, I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbot. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Audio on, incredible flexibility, and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it off, turn it on, or customize." Thank you so much. There we go. Now we got it back. It's showing your iCloud right now. Yeah, it's showing your iCloud right now.
Why is it doing that? Okay, it said a page wasn't responding. Let me okay, so it's showing my iCloud account? That is weird.
Yeah, at the bottom. I hadn't turned it on yet. Just left it. I've left it in the queue.
On here now.
They just dropped it then on the screen share.
It just dropped it again.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get it up again here. Somehow I was pulling those. I linked my iCloud to this laptop, and somehow it was pulling those from the cloud. Let's see if it will pull this one. Are we back up?
Nothing yet.
Nothing?
Nothing yet. No.
What happened? Sorry about that. I wish I was more tech savvy.
Yeah, that's my problem too. And then I get frustrated, and after that, it's over with for me. It is over with for me.
What I need to do is, okay.
Too bad I can't take the promotional ad thing off out of that chat. I'm sure there's a way.
All right, that should be showing.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything coming up here at the bottom yet.
Let me exit all the way out of it and come back in.
All righty. We'll do this.
Okay, yeah, this should work here now.
Boom. Is this the only thing?
Okay, now this should work.
It isn't letting me show. Chat overlay.
Okay, let's try that.
That's got it. There it is right there. Boom. All right. Flip that on. That's got
Okay,
it.
but the problem with this is I can't show. Okay, this is Andromeda Galaxy photo. Just so everyone knows, I don't really believe it's a whole other galaxy. To me, it just looks like a cloudy area around those few stars right there. This photo is actually taken with just the camera. Didn't use the telescope for this one. Okay, let me show you a different one. I think I got this figured out now on how to do this sharing. That's the one though.
So this bright light here at the bottom, around the 4 o'clock area. Looks like we lost Shane altogether. So let's do this. Surely there he is. He's back.
Yeah, sorry,
Boom.
I don't know what happened.
Boom. I figured you can jump back in on that same one.
All right, so I was trying to close that photo and open up another one. Here we go. All right, I think this is going to be the best way to do this. Okay, yeah, let's do it like that.
All right, boom. So I've hit all three of them. It's running in all three.
What all is it showing?
I was checking the three links that where it should be going live, and it's hitting in all three. So that's pretty
Okay.
cool. That's cool. Now, if we could only
Okay, here we go.
get it all working. There it is. Let me pull it up.
There we go.
Yeah, like that. And I'm gonna make that one go full screen. Wow, that's beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, that's the another one of the nebula. This is a better photo right here. There we go. That was the best one. Look at that.
Now, how long ago did you take these photos?
Last night.
These are last night's photos. Oh, wow.
Yeah, these are last night's photos. This right here is a 30-second exposure on the Orion Nebula. Had the ISO at 3200. It's amazing what you can pick up in a long exposure photograph. I honestly used to think photos like this right here were fake, but not all of them are. Now, what they do is they'll take, like, for this photo, for example, they'll take like 100 of these and stack them all together.
Yeah.
And stack some dark frames with it and some flat frames. And it really adds a ton of definition and almost gives it like a 3D look. So, and then they, NASA, of course, or agencies like that will go in and Photoshop and edit the stacked image. So they've already got stacking, and then they're going to go in and use Photoshop on top of that. So it's no wonder they're producing the images that they're producing. But I mean, with 30-second exposures, you can pick up a ton of detail. But the lower the exposure, let me show you. This one, see, why is it doing that? It's busting them plumb out. I don't understand that. And it's not doing it on every photo. You seeing what's happening?
Yeah.
I've got a glitch somewhere in my laptop. I'm not sure what's happening there. Dang it. Let me see if I can show you a photo of Andromeda. And the green comet too. Oh, these are some pretty cool pictures of the sun here I took yesterday.
Not bad for 93 million miles away.
Not bad for 93 million miles away. I don't know what's happening. It's something's destroying my image after I upload it. Dang. There's Andromeda. It didn't destroy that one. Let's rotate it. There we go.
Now, is this there was a bright light you were showing, or in that cluster, the galaxy that you're showing? Is this the bright light that was in the lower right corner?
Yeah. Some of them were just rotated differently.
Gotcha.
Like right there. See how it's just a different where I rotated the photo. But yeah, there is a bright star in the middle of that fogginess. I mean, it's not a million stars clumped together like they want you to think. It's just a cloudy section, either in the firmament or a cloudy section, around that star. Who knows what's causing the cloudiness, but that's really all it is. Yeah. I mean, this is over 100x right here, over 100 times magnified.
So that cloud is just there, huh?
Yeah, it's just there. It's just there. I've just recently started doing these what they call deep space observations, deep space astrophotography. It's not really deep in space. You can look at stuff like this right here with the weakest lens you've got. For example, I can see Andromeda Galaxy with my 40 millimeter lens, and that's only 40 times magnification.
Yeah.
So if we're looking deeper into space, why are we using lower magnification lenses? You'd think you'd have to have higher magnification to look deeper into space. I've got better photos of it than that. Let me find you a better one. There we go. That's decent. Okay, here's a good one. That's probably one of my best ones. But do you see how it's not as cloudy looking?
Yeah.
Lower exposure. Lower exposure. See, the higher the exposure, I noticed the more cloudy that area looks. But we can zoom in on this right here, and I can show you. It's not a million stars like they want people to believe. See, it's just
one bright one.
One bright one.
So what's crazy is, the rest of those lights are not putting off that cloud around them.
Right. Well, one theory I have on that cloudiness, possibly it could be something settled in that part of the water that's above the firmament. Could be, I don't know. Or, you know how, who's to say that at the top of at the firmament, who's to say that there's not, clouds that are just kind of settled in certain areas up there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who knows? It's just really just looks like a cloudy section there. But that's a really, really nice photo of it. It's really clean. The contrast is excellent. Excellent contrast. Let's see, what do we got next? What would you like to see a picture of? There's another
you
good
keep
one.
bringing them, bro. You can bring them and talk about them, man.
Okay.
Whatever you've got.
All right. Let's see how this. That's a pretty interesting photo.
Yeah, that was pretty cool right there, man.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm getting into some landscape astrophotography, which a lot of people don't know what that is, but it's like this, where you catch, some trees or some landscape in the foreground and stars or the moon behind it. I don't know why, but I really like that.
Was this a full moon?
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. This is supposed to be a crescent moon. I did a video on this, and it got quite a bit of traffic. I think it's already at 90,000 views.
Wow.
And almost 10,000 likes. People are noticing this, and it's strange because it looks like a full moon, but only the crescent is fully illuminated. So how is that? That's my question. How is this happening at night when it doesn't even happen during the day when the sun is out, above the horizon the same time as the moon? You can't explain that. They try to call this Earthshine. Do what?
Can you zoom in on that one?
Yeah, sure.
Would you have a close up on that?
Okay, these were all taken with my camera. As a Canon camera and zoom lens, I went and got my telescope to look at this through the telescope that night. But as soon as I got the telescope out and got it set up, it was gone. It was gone.
Yeah, that looks like there's something extra behind the moon.
It does.
That is crazy, man.
It does. Let's see. I may have something closer on this. Let me.
That's an odd shape.
Very. Oh, here's a good one.
Oh,
this is after they sprayed the chemtrails. You can see Venus down there at the bottom in the tree line.
Oh, nice.
But look at this. We were seeing the crescent in front of those clouds. Oh, shoot, you scared me. My German Shepherd just ran up on me down here. Crixus, get out of there. No. But yeah, why are we seeing the moon in front of the clouds?
In front of those clouds. Yeah, that's crazy.
The crescent part. I mean, it's obviously clouds behind it. Looks like a thumbnail. And down here at the bottom, that's Venus. That orange star. All right, let me find you. Let's see what else I got here. There's another one of Andromeda. See, this is a higher exposure, and see how the cloudy effect is more noticeable?
Yeah.
That's a really nice one there, too. This one was taken with just the camera. Let's see. See what this one looks like. That one kind of got blurred on me. Oh, this is a photo of the moon somebody sent me. Now tell me that don't look weird. One of my followers sent me these. Look at that.
Again, you can see the whole moon.
The whole moon. So is it a full moon or a half moon? It's supposed to be a half moon. This was the night before last.
So then this phenomenon, when did you get the other one? The one that you captured?
Okay, I think that was Tuesday. I think that was Tuesday night. Tuesday or Wednesday.
Thursday night?
Actually, let me look at my phone here. I can tell you. I'm bad to get days mixed up.
Yeah,
that was actually Tuesday.
Okay, the one you captured was Tuesday night.
Yep.
And then the one that the person sent you, when was that? When was that taken?
Thursday night.
Thursday.
I believe he took it Thursday night. He either took it Wednesday or Thursday because he just sent them to me yesterday.
So it had to be Wednesday night, Tuesday or Wednesday night then.
Yeah.
So probably around the same time you captured that one, right?
Yeah, I think the very next day. That photo was captured, couldn't have been more than 2 days after mine. In fact, I can look here in our text messages and find out. Okay, he sent me that. Oh, crap. He sent them to my email. Huh. Dang it. I'd have to dig through my email to find out. So mine were taken Tuesday. He had to have taken that Wednesday or Thursday. Here's some green comet photos.
Now, where's the trail? Aren't they supposed to have like a trail or a tail or something?
Yeah, the tail is not nearly as visible as the images they show us. Hold on. Let me find a better picture of it here. Okay.
Ooh, that was a wild one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, it does that to my images. I'm not sure why it's doing that. I cannot figure it out. Okay, let me. Sorry, I'm trying to fix it here.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Homie. I'll work with you. Work with you. Sister Joanne, good glorious evening. I don't know if you follow Shane on TikTok, but it's he's a good one to be under and watching some of the videos that he does, filming the firmament, taking photos and capturing images from the firmament. Beautiful stuff.
I want to show you that green comet. Now, where? Okay.
Okay, you do. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Nope, not that one. Sorry, man.
Oh, you're good.
Struggling here. Why is it not? Dang it. Where are my comment pictures?
So, Joanne, I don't know if you're still in here, but Jennifer had no idea that she had started recording herself, I don't believe, while she was trying to get this stuff figured out here.
Okay.
I tell you this, there is some crazy, crazy stuff going on in this world. It never ends.
Okay, this is the comet here. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff. There's not much of a tail on it. I'm trying to find you one where it looks, the tail is more visible. Here's the weird thing. What they call the tail, it's moving in that direction. So I don't see how it can be a tail.
It's moving in which direction?
Okay. The direction that the tail is going, you'd think the comet was heading in the opposite direction of its tail. Its orbit is moving in the same direction as its tail. Weird, huh? Let me go back and see. Okay, here we go. Now might be able to have an easier time navigating this way.
Yeah, it'd be nice if Jennifer would jump on every now and then and share some stuff. I don't know why she gets so shy.
Well, I was that way for a long time. I still am, kind of. I may have to jump out of here or not jump out of here, but it's not. It was showing me down here at the bottom different photos that I could choose between, but it stopped doing that, and I don't know why. So I'm just having to click randomly here.
Is this in the editing process here? Is this what it is?
Huh?
Is this in your editing process here, or is these are just?
No, this is okay. This is a screenshot. What I did, I take a picture. This is taken with the Canon. I imported it to my iPhone, but I wanted to remember what exposure and ISO, I took this photo at, so I screenshotted that part.
Gotcha. So you keep your information on.
Yeah. See, this was an 8-second exposure. You can see down here at the bottom at 6400 ISO.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing about this camera too. I like being able to, do that.
Wow, you were up late, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't sure that time is right though. It might have been.
Okay.
Yeah, actually I was up that late.
Yeah, that's a long night right there, man.
Long
Right now,
night.
past my bedtime, 9/11. That's when I
Yeah.
get. That's like the time that I'm like, it's time for me to go to sleep. But I get up super duper early in the morning, so my body's used to knocking it out pretty early. Oh, what was that? I wanted to read that. That was a good one.
What was it? There we go. Now I got this to pop up. What was it?
There's a couple images back.
Dang it. Well, that
Not
was crystal clear.
Let me
Let's
full
see.
screen that one.
Okay, I found the green comment. Finally. There we go. You see what it's doing?
Yeah.
Man, that's
got
making
mark
me
up
so
in there,
mad.
man.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Dang it.
Huh. It's only a couple seconds after it's in, too, huh?
Yeah. It's almost like there's a daggone some sort of malware in my computer destroying my images. You see that? I've never seen anything like this before. Look at that.
Welcome to the Watchmen Podcast, where Satan does not want you to do what we want to do.
No, he doesn't. Dude. What
That
the
one held.
heck?
No.
Yeah, I'm about to get. Oh, man. Can't even show you the comment. Are you kidding me?
Now, is the comment supposedly still out there? Is it something that we can go out right now and look at?
Okay. You can't see it with your naked eye. You can barely see it with the telescope. The reason I, got it to show up as good as I did is with those long exposure photos. When I did those, the video, that's actually a time lapse with the exposure wide open, as far as it would go. It's the only way I could get to show up. Let's see if it kills this image. Here's a good one. There you go. Okay. Now this was not taken with the Canon camera. What I did was this was taken with my iPhone 13 mounted on the telescope. I've got an adapter, and what it does is it centers the eyepiece and the camera on your iPhone and holds it there. That's what the adapter does. So this was actually not bad for an iPhone photo. But you see what they call its tail, that direction it's going, that's the way the comet is actually moving. The comet's not going down. It's going up.
Really?
So really what that is light shining outward.
Yeah.
That's the way it orbits. It orbits, it goes up north and back down. It stays above the horizon.
So you're saying where your cursor indicator is now, that's the direction that it's going.
Yep, that's the direction it's going, up.
Huh.
Here's how the comet orbits, just like that. So you tell me how that's its tail when that's the direction it's moving. It's a light. Yeah. What it is, it's a light shining that direction.
Shining through.
Yep. There's one that didn't turn out as well.
Hey, beautiful. Come here a second. Did you know you went live?
Yeah, because I was trying to figure it out.
You find you something good, though, while we're in here. See what this one does.
To help you.
Oh, I know.
Okay, there's a pretty good one.
Trying to help you.
Is it okay if I smoke while we're doing this live?
I mean, if you want, that's between you and your body.
I'll wait until we're done here. Some of the viewers might not like watching me smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, I smoked off and on my life, most of my life, but
You're a social smoker.
yeah, I guess
Here's
I was
another
more of a social smoker.
Okay, it's not destroying this one. This is another comet image.
And now, so the tail looks like it's facing straight out at us. Like there's no.
It's just, okay, here's what's funny. You remember how Andromeda looked?
Yes.
Don't that look eerily similar?
It does.
Yeah.
Can you go back and grab another image of Andromeda?
Yeah.
I'm not sure at all what happened to my microphone, but it's always something.
Okay. Just saw some.
Rachel, good glorious evening. If you're still in here,
That
you are, say hi.
Okay. That's actually not a tail. That's the direction its light is shining in.
It's shining through.
Yeah, it's moving that direction. I did have
Now,
a photo, a
how did this
screenshot of its
how
orbit.
did this one come to be so like brilliant with the
Okay. I think this right here is pure CGI. Some
Okay,
images.
so this isn't one of your images. This is
No, that's not mine. This one is
Okay.
I've got an app, and this is a screenshot of how my star app shows this comet to look like.
nice.
But just showed you how it actually looks.
So
me
so
show
which
you this.
star app do you use? If you
Huh?
don't mind me asking.
Okay, I use 3 different ones actually. I have 2 that are free, and
Yeah.
this other one that I paid for, but I'm starting to wish I hadn't bought it because it's not much better than the ones that are free. I use
Yes,
Sky
right.
Tonight. This right here is the Sky Tonight app. It's free. Works great. And then I've got a Sky Portal app that kind of came with my telescope. It's a free app
Okay.
that will work with my telescope. Crixus, get out of there. No. And then I just downloaded Sky Safari 7 Pro. It's the newest version of Sky Safari. It's a really good app. I'm just not sure it was worth the money it cost, which,
Now, is it a
you know.
subscription app or is it something just a one-time buy?
well, I thought it was a one-time buy, but after I bought it, it's $29, one-time purchase. After I bought it, there was certain features in it that I can't use without buying a subscription. So it kind of made me mad, but it's still a good app. But there's a couple features that I would like to use on it that I'm not able to use without buying an extra subscription. Now,
Gotcha.
this is what I wanted to show you and
What's up, Rooster
elaborate
M?
on. This is not my image of Orion Nebula. This is a guy on YouTube. He does nice work, but he stacked 1,000
Okay,
photos
that's what.
together and then Photoshopped that to get it to look like that.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what NASA itself or any space
Yes,
agency
that's what
does
NASA does.
to make
It's
such
not that they're
brilliant
all together
images.
fake. That's what I figured out. I used to think all NASA images were 100% fake, and in a way they are fake, but in the way they're real. It started out a real photo. You get what I'm saying?
But they doctor it
a
up.
real photo, and ends up like this. Art.
Yeah, they just
Uh,
doctor it up. They put enough
yeah.
sugar in the chocolate to make it sweet.
Yep. Like, yeah, I could probably do that if I knew how to use Photoshop the way that they do. But one reason, look right here. I don't know if he knows he caught this. You see where I'm circling? Does that not
Yeah.
look like a evil face?
There is something there, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a face right there.
Wow.
I mean, you can
That's
see
kinda crazy
2
looking.
nostrils, lips,
Yeah.
2 eyes. I mean, pretty wild looking.
So the guest is Shane Francis. You can find him at David Shane 83 on TikTok or David Shane Starman 6428 here on YouTube. And he is an astrophotographer who goes out and catches some great shots of the firmament. Here are some of his shots here. Now this is
Andromeda.
Andromeda again, right?
Yep. Okay.
Man, I wish
Oh,
we
yeah.
could do a side by side of Andromeda and the comet. That would be
would be
fantastic.
awesome. Let me figure out how to do that.
Because you're right, there's not much difference in
Not
what we're viewing there.
Not much difference at all. And through the eyepiece, pretty much identical. The only difference is the color and the brightness of it. But I'm going to switch straight over to the comet.
All right.
Look at that. Oh, that's a video I made. But still, let me take it back and pause it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an actual photo. Doesn't that look very similar to Andromeda? I got to figure out how to get them up at the same time. And through the eyepiece, same, I mean, very, very similar. I wonder how I could get them up at the same time.
Chad, we need you here. So the reason I was asking about your the apps that you have, I was I'm drawing a blank on his name now. Oh, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on his name. I see his face. I can't think of his name. But Skyview Light. Have you heard of that app?
Skyview what?
Light, L-I-T-E. Skyview is one word, and L-I-T-E. Skyview Light. Let's see. I'll do this.
Huh. I don't think I've heard of that.
Let's see.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I was going to tell you that about this comet. Okay. You can kind of see down here at the bottom, down here, that would be its tail.
Okay.
What I could do is if I did, if I operated like NASA and some other astrophotographers, I could stack 1,000 photos together. And what that will do is it keeps adding definition to that tail.
Yeah.
You stack 1,000 photos together, and then you'll get something a lot, more similar to what I was showing you on that app. Then they'll go in, with Photoshop after that and enhance it a lot more. But to me, I mean, it's no longer a photo once you've done all that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call them images. This is a photo. But to me, it's just cheating. I mean, their final image, yeah, it looks pretty, but that's not your photo. You didn't take that photo.
Yeah, you took 1,000 of them.
Yeah, stacked all those together and then Photoshopped that. Dang it, I knew it was going to do it on that one somehow. I'm not understanding why it's doing that.
Yeah, it's still really cool.
Frustrating. Oh, here I got two up together. How did I do that?
And that's both the green comet there, right?
Yep, those are both the green comet. This one, as soon as dang it. Whoops. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to get it back on one of these other ones here. Something. Having technical difficulties.
Oh, yeah. That is the name of the game.
Dang it. Man, it makes me so mad. So are you still seeing that other photo? Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I switched photos, but that one stayed up. So I wonder why.
Lock that down, minimize it, drop it out. When I see it change back up, I'll flip it back on there.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. Okay, this should be. Has you seen anything different yet?
No, still the same one.
I think I know how to fix it. I'm gonna have to X out of it and
There we go.
screen share again. Okay. We'll get better at doing this.
Been frustrating these past few weeks. Have you guys? You're over in North Carolina, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Have you guys? I mean, because the way the jet stream goes, whatever storms we usually catch, you guys end up getting. But it has been quite a wet January for us here in northern Georgia.
Oh, it's been wet here too, man. It's been rough.
There we go. That's
Okay,
good.
there we go. That's a nice one. That's really nice.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that
That's
a
the
lot.
Orion's Nebula there.
Yep, that's Orion Nebula. Could you imagine if I was to stack 1,000 of these together? What that would look like? Man.
Yeah. So can you just copy that image and then do something like that? If you just do a bunch of image copy, and then
I've probably got 200 or 300 of these. I could, you don't got to stack 1,000. You could stack 50 or 100.
I would be interested in seeing that, the finished product of just doing that once,
I finally downloaded the software to do that. I haven't figured out how to use it, real well yet, but I started tinkering with it the day before yesterday. So I'm gonna start, doing some videos on that as well, showing people how they get those perfect looking out of this world image. It's all
now
from
when they have
stacking,
like
man.
images of like Saturn and like Venus and stuff like Jupiter with the eye and everything, like do they do the same thing, or is that just all CG?
Okay, both. Some of them, it depends on which images. Some of their images are a bunch stacked together and then they enhance it with Photoshop, but some of them are all together CGI.
Yeah,
It just depends on which one. Sometimes you can tell. My buddy sent me, man, I hope I can find that. I hope that's in here. I screenshotted it. Did you see that article where NASA claims they found more planets in a different solar system?
oh, of course they have.
Straight up cartoon. Pure cartoon. Can't possibly be real.
Well, here's one of the things that got me right. Like, so during the time where they were trying to sell that they were dropping the rover on Mars, right?
Mhm.
They had this computer generated image that they were showing everybody and talking about it in real time. They were like, and it's releasing the chute now, and the reverse thrusters are on it, and it show all this stuff happening with this computer generated image, right?
Right.
But nobody stopped to think, like, how can a computer generated image be showing what's happening in real time when it took somebody to create that computer generated image X amount of hours to sit down and make this computer rated image, and then all they were doing was doing a play-by-play of what the cartoon was already doing. But people were like, oh yeah, then everybody cheers and gets happy. It's like, dude, that's like, it's a cartoon. It's a very terrible cartoon at that. I wonder if I could pull that up.
Yeah.
And show that one. Let's see. Local video. Oh, I have to have it on my computer.
Okay. I was going to show everybody what Jupiter really looks like here. Here's a video I did a while back. Dang it. What's this? Okay, here's a little.
So, I mean, that kind of looks like what they try to sell.
It does look similar. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm not going to say that some of these planets don't look similar to what they're showing us.
Yeah.
They just, like I said, they'll stack a thousand different, photos together, and then Photoshop that just to make it look, really, really, really good. Because they got to, right? I mean, they're getting $65 million a day. They've got to show us out of this world stuff. You know what I mean? To justify getting all that money.
Yeah.
I've got a better one than that, though. Hold on. I've got a really nice one. Here's a decent Mars photo.
I can actually see where the rover and the helicopter are.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is a
sorry.
very low exposure, though. I mean, I had the exposure. The exposure only goes down to -3. I had it buried. -3, and I had the brightness turned all the way down too. That's how bright Mars is. Mars is really bright. All the planets are extremely bright. This is what it looks like when you can filter out enough light to, actually see it or see what's under all that light. But who knows? I mean, I'm not sure. It's just not a trick of the camera. I've got some really nice ones of Jupiter I'd like to show you. Oh, yeah, let's show everybody the cartoon Andromeda.
Oh, that's
Now
brilliant.
that, I don't think you can stack enough photos together to get that result. I think this is mostly Photoshop
Yeah.
because that's not how it actually looks. There's not a trillion little stars in there. It's just a cloudy spot. But that's the app. That's the app's version of that star.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The lengths they go.
Oh, here's a nice picture. This is Mars passing through Hades. This is Mars up here. And this V-looking cluster, that's what they call Hades.
Okay.
This orange star right here is Aldebaran. It's the brightest star in the constellation Taurus. Hades is actually in Taurus.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I thought it was cool because 2 nights before I took this photo, I took photos of Mars in Pleiades. Mars was passing right through Pleiades, and then it dropped down. Pleiades is up higher. It's quite a bit above Hades right there. But that's one reason they call them wandering stars, because they have no set course like the fixed stars do. They literally just do their own thing. They wander around, do their own thing. But you see how bright Mars actually is? Let's zoom in on this a little bit. This was taken with just the Canon camera, so it's going to lose resolution when I zoom in. But it doesn't look much different than the stars do when you leave the exposure up, where it should be. And here's the weird thing. You would think that if you're photographing a star or a planet, you would have the same method, right? Totally different method when they photograph the planets. Totally different method altogether. When they're doing stars in astrophotography, they have the exposure blasted through the roof, and they do long exposures, and they even have probably the ISO cranked up to 6400. You'd think that you could photograph a planet the same way you do a star, and it would look like their images, but you can't. If you use the same exposure and ISO on the planets as they do stars, man, it's blasted plumb out. It's
Really?
just too bright. Yeah. The planets are way brighter than the stars are. So what they do, they take short exposures with the exposure turned all the way down, the ISO turned all the way down, and then they'll stack a bunch of those together and then Photoshop that. This is Jupiter right here. This is actually not even my photo. There was a guy on YouTube, and he's a glober, and he was showing people. his version of Jupiter. Look how bright that is.
Dude, that thing is blistering bright.
Blistering. But see, it's okay when a glober shows photos like this, they don't get scrutinized. But if I show a photo like this on my page, oh, you got the exposure too high. You're taking overexposed photos. No, that's how it looks.
Yeah, that's just how it looks.
Yeah.
Well, Lance, good glorious evening.
Another thing, you see how these rays of light going in 4 directions equally. A reflection can't do that. They tell us that the planets are reflecting light. Okay, well, if that's so, where's the incoming light? We see if it's this much light bouncing off of Jupiter to make these long rays here, where's the light coming in at? Why is it dark everywhere else?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It has to be producing its own light. There is no way around that. Also, if it was a reflection, let's say the sun was coming in from the bottom right, these rays would be longer up here at the top left and shorter at the bottom right, right? Because that's how reflections work. It's just how they work. I mean, no other way around it. Its light is shining in all 4 equal directions right here. Well, that's a pretty one, the sunset. I had some really nice ones of Mars I wanted to show you guys. Oh, here's some nice stuff of Venus. There's a Venus as it was setting. Oh, there's a nice one. Look at that. That's pretty. This is just with the Canon camera, by the way.
Okay, yeah, this isn't your telescope here?
No telescope. I did this with just the camera and a zoom lens.
It's so bright.
140 million miles away is what they tell us Venus is. Approximately 140 million miles from Earth. And yet I'm taking a photo with a camera this close with a camera. Are you kidding me? 140 million miles and I can take a picture of it with a daggone camera? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I've got them. I wasn't even zoomed all the way in with the camera right there. Not even close. I've got some better ones. Let me find them. Let's see. I hear they sprayed some chemtrails in that area. It's still shining through that.
Yeah.
It has to be much closer. Has to be. There's a pretty one.
And these are all with the Canon here?
Yeah, this is just with the Canon. We'll zoom in and bring it up here. It's shining through a cloud, and we can still see it this good with a Canon camera and a zoom lens on its lowest setting. How's that possible? 140 million miles away? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay.
Yeah, I have a hard time too. But I believe what God wrote in Genesis, that the sun, moon, and stars are inside our firmament, and I'll stand on his word more than anybody else's.
Yeah, I will too. That's a pretty one, pretty chemtrail photo.
Yeah.
I'm loving this
sky's
camera.
On fire there, man. All that you see there is all spray. Every bit of
Yeah, that's all sprayed. It's all sprayed. Some of these you can see shadows on the sky above the chemtrail. Trying to find one of them. Or you can see a shadow on that one right there.
Yeah, all spray. You know, that's the
Spray.
crazy part is it's even in like the shows, the secular shows that people watch now. Like they've normalized spraying the sky so much that people actually think that these are the clouds that
they think this has been going on for a long time now, that airplanes have always done this.
Yeah, it's called cloud seeding. You can look up John Brennan on YouTube give an address to the Council on Foreign Relations, which that's the true ruling force, the true Illuminati. And he calls it upper aerosol or aerosol stratospheric aerosol injections, SAIs, and
Oh, wow.
it's cloud seeding. They've been cloud seeding for decades, and
Yeah.
what it is it truly produces weather warfare. And that's the thing with weather warfare is you can't track the weather warfare. You can't track that somebody is spraying or manipulating the sky to bring on rain or even the lack thereof rain. But it's happening. It's happening right now.
Yeah, they're doing it for many purposes. I've looked up, I did research on this before, and it's got aluminum in it,
Mm-hmm.
barium,
Mm-hmm.
some other soft metals, and mold spores.
Mold spores.
There's a nickname for it. It's called witch's brew
Huh.
because it makes people
Imagine
sick, and it kills crops. That's what the mold spores are in there for, because it falls, on the crops,
Yeah.
and they get mold, and it ruins them. Farmers have been reporting record levels of mold in their crops the last few years.
That's
It's
crazy.
eating them up. I mean, it's destroying their crops. You can
But,
see a shadow. You see that shadow on this one
Yeah.
above it? There's a shadow right there. My question, do you think that's a shadow on the firmament?
That's a
I
good
don't know.
question. Who knows, how is the light coming from the bottom to even cast a
Exactly. How you got a
shadow
shadow
top?
above the cloud? It's wild, ain't it? Here's another
So
one.
let me find
Oh, it's a
this.
good one. What's that look like?
Huh.
DNA
Kinda like a
strand.
DNA strand, yeah.
Yeah. Jacob's ladder or DNA strand. I just thought that was really cool.
Oh, I can't find it. Where's it
People
at?
will call that a contrail. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Contrail.
Condensation dissipates. That's the thing with these things. They don't. They like all the gray that's there where those X's are, that has all been sprayed in the air and it's all just floating around.
Yep.
Let me find I've got it here somewhere. Let's see.
That X is on purpose too.
Yes, those X's are on purpose.
Yep. See, here they are. They're blocking out the sun with it. That's one.
Well, that's what Brennan says they want to do, that they're trying to reflect the sunlight back.
Yep.
Because there it is. All right, so let's listen to this real quick. This is John Brennan, CIA director.
Retired people and older people relative to working age citizens. Another example is the array of technologies, often referred to collectively as geoengineering, that potentially could help reverse the warming effects of global climate change. One that has gained my personal attention is stratospheric aerosol injection, or SAI, a method of seeding the stratosphere with particles that can help reflect the sun's heat in much the same way that volcanic eruptions do.
That sounds smart.
An SAI program could global temperature increases, reducing some risks associated with higher temperatures and providing the world economy additional time to transition from fossil fuels.
Yeah.
This process is also relatively inexpensive. The National Research Council estimates that a fully deployed SAI program would cost about $10 billion.
Only $10 billion. It's fairly.
As promising as it may be, moving forward on SAI would also raise a number of challenges for our government and for the international community. On the technical side, greenhouse gas emission reductions would still have to accompany SAI to address other climate change effects.
We still need to
such as ocean
carbon
acidification,
credit.
because SAI alone would not remove greenhouse gases from the atmosphere.
Because we're in a dome.
On the geopolitical side, the technology's potential to alter weather patterns and benefit certain regions of the world at the expense of other regions.
Weather manipulation? Could that be weather warfare?
Others might squeeze on SAI benefits and back away from their commitment to carbon dioxide reductions. And as with other
or the carbon they want to reduce,
global norms and standards are lacking to guide the deployment and implementation of SAI and other geoengineering initiatives. Now I could go on and on on about the things that fascinate me, but rather than talk about them, I thought I'd stop here and start the conversation with Judy, and then I can take.
So there it is. One of the directors of the CIA, he's no longer serving as director of the CIA, but he was addressing the Council on Foreign Relations, tells you that they are spraying metals into the sky. And yet, if you discuss it outside of that, you are a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. Can
But
you
they have
believe
already
that?
told you. They have told every one of us this is what they're doing.
Yeah. Flat out told us. I've got a really interesting one here. Looks like it's going through the sun.
Yeah.
Right there. Look at that.
We need to
Dude,
block
ain't
that thing out. The whole global warming. Okay, see, I'm not sure how old you are, David, but I'm 46 years old now. So in the 80s, they were telling us that stratospheric aerosol injections, that's weird, that aerosol was creating a hole in the ozone layer. So you see now how they've moved the goalpost, right? So it was aerosols before were creating a hole in the ozone layer to now it's we need to do stratospheric aerosol injections. But that makes nobody scratch their head and say, wait a minute, like that's exactly the opposite of what they were telling people to stop using hairspray or stop using this kind of spray or that spray because of the aerosols that were in it are creating a hole in gas. Okay. I would like to be able to hold some gas in a bowl or a globe of some type and actually see how you create a hole in a gaseous form. That to me is right. And that's the thing, that people believe anything that they hear on their television through their media witchcraft sources. But when the men tell them themselves, this is what we're doing, it's like, I'm not going to believe that. That's too far-fetched.
Yeah, they choose not to believe it. They actually do. They choose not to believe it.
Yeah.
I don't want to believe that. That's too far-fetched.
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't want to think that hard.
No, they don't.
Be thinking that hard. We all should be thinking that hard.
Yeah,
if you're not thinking that hard, then what are you doing?
They're too lazy to think.
Well, let's do this again. We'll get back on it. Hopefully next time we'll have less technical difficulties. I somehow doubt it. That seems to be the demon that we struggle with the most here. But I've got to get in bed, get up early in the morning to get to prayer at 9 o'clock. And
yes, sir.
It's almost 10.
It's a good one of Mars right here to close on.
Which one is this? What is this?
This is Mars.
That's Mars?
That's Mars. Through the telescope, using the Canon as a camera. I had the ISO actually set really, really low, only 200. The lowest it goes is 100. The exposure was buried at -3.
And it was still that bright? Wow.
Still that bright. Doesn't that look more like a comet than what I showed you earlier? To me,
the green comet, yeah.
Yeah, that looks like a ball of fire. But yeah, man, I don't know. I can make Mars look similar to some of their images, but everything has to go just right. You actually have to really, really try to make it look that way by lowering the exposure, the brightness, the ISO, and even a filter. If you got one, put a filter on the end of your lens to filter out some of that light, like a nice UV or a infrared filter.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I can't wait to do this again, dude. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too, bro. Well, I love you, man. Again, his socials are at the bottom there. He's at David Shane 83 on TikTok. A ton of videos there. David Shane Starman 6428 on YouTube. I actually need to go and subscribe. I'm going to do that right now before we even get off here. Subscribe to your channel on YouTube. If I haven't already, I don't believe I have. That is David Shane Starman 6428. 6428 going there now. There it is, and I hit it. Put me at 333.
Thanks for subscribing, brother.
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
Hey,
and Go
Send
ahead.
me your YouTube when we get off here. Text it to
Yeah,
me, and I will.
sure.
I'll go subscribe to yours too.
Yeah, and I've been trying to direct more traffic towards YouTube just to try to build that up because I really want to start investing in doing more of the podcast live this way as opposed to trying and doing stuff on TikTok because TikTok is just there's just so much hate and everything on that it's like, you know what, I would much rather just not have any traffic unless it's viewers who come in later than to have somebody that's just coming in to try to sow discord and show hate.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so
That's I've been trying to put more, you
that was it.
know, put more into YouTube as well. I'm just not getting near the response on YouTube that I get on TikTok.
Yeah. Well, I mean, TikTok's a hot market right now, man. That's where everybody's at. You know, I looked at my analytics, and it's anywhere from 18 to 55 plus years old. And it seems that in the stuff that I do, you know, mostly just preaching and teaching, that my demographic is the 35 to 55 range of people who are staying in there and listening and following through. I don't know if you check your analytics. I'm sure you do.
No, I actually didn't even know how to do that until recently.
Oh, really?
First time I checked, no kidding. First time I checked my analytics actually was like the day before yesterday.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
One of my buddies was telling me about it. I'm like, what? So yeah, I
Yeah,
went there and checked it.
It helps to see, you know, who's paying attention because I was talking about, you know, just teaching on there and sharing the word, and the guy I was talking to is like, well, what's your target audience? And I was like, well, anybody that'll listen. He's like, well, no, what's your age demographic? And I had no idea, and I started messing around on there and found that you could actually check the analytics on that stuff, which I'm sure you can on YouTube. I just haven't got in there and done it, but I'm trying to direct traffic over to the YouTube channel because it's I don't know, you know, I know that they're all going to crack down on people who are preaching the gospel anyway, but it just seems like it's a little easier to run on that. All right, brother. Well, I love you, man. I'm going to end this